And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black. He weighed in at 10 stone, 10.5 pounds, and comes to the ring with a 36-fight professional record. 30 wins, 24 coming by way of knockout with 6 losses. He's the former welterweight champion of Great Britain. Please welcome from Belfast, Neil Sinclair.
9-6.
It's the 6th round. Means there's 3 to go in this one. All appears to be well in the blood department.
That was good stuff by Sinclair. A nice jab and a nice hook to the body. But you need to keep doing this, and you need to keep piling the pressure on, because I believe that if he piles the pressure on, there's a real good chance you can maybe stop this guy. But once he has him going in, he seems to let him off the hook. You know, but he stands back, he takes his foot off the gas. But this fella, I think, if Neil Sinclair piles it on, I think, and I'm not always right, but I think there's a real good chance this guy will fold if Sinclair just piles the pressure on from now.
What does it take? 2 good left hands to the body and the overhand right.
A hook to the body, hook to the head, and then bang that pile driver of a right home, because even the body shots that Sinclair is throwing are hurting Martinez here. And when he gets that right hand on, when that lands on target, this guy doesn't know what he's being hit by. You know what? He really shakes him every time he lands it clean.
Martinez looking for a way out at the moment. I don't mean to lie down and take his money. There's a left hand that shook his head up. Big intake of breath. And he wasn't inhaling to fill his lungs either. There was a gasp when that one hit him. There's no doubt about it. Sinclair hits very hard. Crowd warming to it now. They'd like to see more of that. A couple of spot-on jabs. The right hand across by Sinclair. That's more like a good long sequence of punches. And now Martinez fights back, but he's swinging more than hooking. And there's no damage in swings unless you walk into the zenith of a haymaker.
See, Martinez caught Sinclair there, and he realised that he did a slight bit of damage, so he put his foot on the pedal and he upped the tempo. But Sinclair now, his head's clear. He was only slightly hurt, but Martinez did see a wee chink in Sinclair's armour there, and he tried to take advantage of that. But
is there a little nick on the left eye now of Neil Sinclair? There's certainly blood around that area, but it may have been blood that's transferred from the cut on his right on the glove of Martinez. But I do think there is something around the left eye of Sinclair. Knowing his career in boxing, it's just possible. Indeed, no, Neil Sinclair, is just probable that it is. We shall see when he gets back to his corner, because we have a handheld camera right over there. We'll have a look. This time it is left eye. God, he's an unfortunate man. Without those cuts and everything, no knowing what Neil Sinclair could have done in the world of professional boxing. With his hitting and his perfect jabbing. And there's the bell, and now we'll have a look at that left eye. I think it is cut. Yes, it is.
Second out, round 7.
So the little patches on the top of the right cheekbone and on the corner of his left eye. Neil Sinclair will be ahead in this one with 2 rounds to go against a very tough looking Catalonia. Juan Martinez from Barcelona. And this most certainly is a new camp for him tonight. I don't think anybody from Barcelona has ever boxed in Letterkenny before.
See, what Sinclair wants to do now is, now both eyes are cut. Keep this guy, stick this guy and move, jab and move, jab and move. Don't get involved up close, because Martinez throws these looping left hands and looping right hands, and they can land anywhere, and sometimes they land on where the cuts are. So what you do is you keep this guy. Sinclair's got the advantage here. He's got the height, he's got the reach. So now just get on his bike. He's way ahead in points. So stay out of trouble, stay out of danger. Just keep this guy at the end of that jab, but keep moving to his own left all the time.
That's precisely what he's doing now, keeping out the jab. Don't stand and fight, don't get involved in a brawl. Just keep on the move. That's what he's doing. He's a good old pro telling him about it and a good old pro doing it. Definitely Sinclair's fight. Unless he gets a terrible cut now, he won't be stopped. But the chances are that he could stop his man now. That was a solid right hand again, and that twisted the head on its very neck socket there of Martinez. Switch hit there from Sinclair. Imagine that, 36 fights and only 7 of them have gone the distance by Neil Sinclair.
But he's going to have to be very careful still, because Martinez is still very dangerous with these looping left hands and right hands. He's still a dangerous wee man at this moment in time, so Neil Sinclair is going to have to be very careful here. Just keep it range, keep it long range, only move in when you think the time's right.
So Sinclair, right jaw, left eye and nose all bleeding now. He's fought well, Neil Sinclair. With left hand getting in, hooking right hand tight to the body there in the short rib. Good exhibition by Sinclair. He knows his face won't be a picture tomorrow morning. But he'll have another one, victorious night on his CV. And now his nose, the bridge of his nose seems to be cut as well, Neil Sinclair. Although it could be blood spotting from a previous injury. End of the second.
Seconds out. 8. Final round.
Last round. Last round.
And I don't think Neil Sinclair has an appointment in the morning with the magazine of pretty faces. Just as well, because he'll be certainly won't look a picture tomorrow, but without the cuts, a handsome man, and that'll all in a couple of days. It was a staggered more than a punch that did that. He smiles at the funny side of it. Glad he could see it. But this fellow from Barcelona is a tough hombre who just wants to bring the fight to his man. Realises he's got to do it now. Knows he's behind if they're counting at all in his corner. And no doubt it is Sinclair's night, unless he walks into one. I hope he doesn't at this moment, because he's right above us here.
Don't feel that. Come on.
Referee just telling him about a little misdemeanor on the inside. Emil Teat, good solid referee. A man whose whole family have been involved and enmeshed in sport all their lives, including his dad, Fred, the great Fred.
But immediately spotted what Martinez did there right away. He grabbed Sinclair's head and he squeezed it and he pushed down on it, which does hurt. And Emil Tate spotted that right away and says, "Don't do that," which is very good refereeing.
So they're throwing caution to the wind now for Martinez. I think he realises he's got to produce something exceptional now, and he's a minute and a half to do it. Good performance by Neil Sinclair, and a good performance too by Eamon McGee in the corner, because he stemmed the bleeding on both the cheek and the nose and the left eye. So he'll be in demand, Eamon, now as a cut man as well as a fighter. Sinclair dominating the last round, just when you would think that Martinez Bass was going to throw everything at him. He just not allowed to do it. There he is, beaten twice to the left hand lead, and then the right cross by Sinclair, who's started well and is finishing well. Unless Emil Teat, and Emil is a one smart man, unless he has miscalculated completely, and no doubt he hasn't, it's Neil Sinclair's night. And it went the distance. Or is this tempting fate? 17 seconds to go. Martinez just can't land. He won't put Sinclair away now. The Belfast man is home, far from dry, but he's not bleeding, because all the blood has been stemmed. So the cut man take a bow, and take a bow to Neil Sinclair. Terrific fight. Very good scrap indeed. These two men put up a good show, a very good show on the undercard. Good for everybody, and they both know they've been in a really good scrap.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8 excellent rounds of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Emil Peter scored the contest for Juan Martinez Baz 73 points, for Neil Sinclair 80 points. The winner, Neil Sinclair.